In today's top 5, we will be looking at the top 5 wettest hurricanes. At number 5, we have Cyclone Son. Now, Cyclone Son was a tropical storm with winds of 110 km per hour. It might seem like a very weak storm, but it actually caused a lot of problems over the islands of Reunion as it moved over those mountains. It dropped 2,943 millimeters of rainfall, which is about 1 story tall, and caused widespread power outages and landslides. At number 4, we have Typhoon Morakot. Typhoon Morakot was a Category 1 typhoon, and though it may seem very weak, the mountains of Taiwan squeezed all of the moisture out of this system and causing it to drop tremendous amounts of rain over Taiwan. Typhoon Morakot dropped about 3,060 millimeters of rain, which is about 1 story tall. Now, this storm caused $6.92 billion in damages, which were mostly because of damage to infrastructure, and hundreds of people have died in the floods. The tremendous force of the floodwater swept entire buildings and people out into sea. At number 3, we have the 1909 Great Antilles Hurricane. The Great Antilles Hurricane was a Category 2 hurricane with winds of 165 km per hour. However, as the storm occurred very long ago, some information is not available about it. This storm mainly affected the Caribbean islands, and it dropped 3,429 millimeters of rain over the islands. At number 2, we have Cyclone Son. This cyclone impacted the French islands of Reunion as well and was a strong Category 3 hurricane. And because of the mountains of Reunion, those mountains squeezed the moisture right out of the storm, causing a huge amount of rain to drop over the island, 5,512 millimeters. And that is about as tall as 1.5 stories of a building. It caused $26 million in damages, which is quite low in comparison to the larger hurricanes that we've seen, but that is mostly because the storm's effects were felt on the small islands of Reunion and Wettest. At number 1, we have Cyclone Son. Cyclone Son was a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 130 km per hour. It affected the same French islands of Reunion and dropped a tremendous amount of rain, 6,433 millimeters, which is about the height of a 2-story building. The huge amount of rain caused extensive damage for a small island like Reunion. $167 million lost in damages, and the huge amount of erosion destroyed roads and infrastructure.